Ninjago core mainly focuses on ninja vehicles, locations, and creatures. And now that there has been a second wave of Ninjago core sets, we have gotten a dragon for all 6 ninja. So let's rank them.
This is the ranking board.
At number 6, we have Jay's Thunder Dragon Evo. This set just... I've made a really detailed review of like the best and worst Ninjago dragon ever, where I really went into detail on why I think this is the worst Ninjago dragon ever. But just to sum it up all up here, there's really just a lot of exposed studs, a lot of exposed like gray and joints and stuff, which I feel like in all the other dragons, like the color scheme kind of matches a bit more. But this one, just another weird thing that I don't like about it is just the fact that the wings are on the arms, which I think is super weird. Yeah, a lot of exposed studs. I mean, that's a cool tail piece, but then like you see those 2 exposed ones and you think it should be all 4 of them. The saddle's a bit weird. Just overall, it's just compared to all of the other dragons, it's just really not good. Too many exposed studs. Too many exposed like joint pieces, and then it's just not lacking enough like movement. I couldn't find the word for this, and I still can't. Like, there's not enough arc in the, is that the word I'm looking for? Arc. There's not enough arc in the dragon's like body here. It's just super straight. Just overall, probably the worst dragon out of the 6. Putting it at number 6. At number 5 is Kai's Fire Dragon Evo. This set, I have really similar complaints that I did to Jay's Thunder Dragon Evo. Just there's a lot of exposed studs, and I feel like it has the same problems, but just the fact that it has more pieces shows that there was a bit more room for detail and stuff. I feel like the horns are a bit weird here. That's a weird piece to have. I feel like those should be switched, actually. Those should be there, and those should be there. But they did do the wings better. There's some better looking wings, but you can see there's just a lot. A really weird design here was like the hat. I mean, if it like completely covered the dragon, I think that would look a bit cooler. But if it's like overlapping and you can like see behind it and stuff, I feel like it looks a bit weird. And then just the gold on the brown there looks weird. And then there's a lot of exposed articulation here. Like that. Well, I mean, that's not really the bad thing, to be honest. What I really didn't like was this. Like, you can see that gray there. Like, that's just really hard to get out of your head there. Overall, I mean, and also it's just like, it's just not the best looking dragon overall. It's not terrible. It does have a better body design, I do have to admit. It does have a better body design, but it still carries a lot of the same problems that Jay's does, so that's why it is number 5. Putting it at number 5. Next is Nias Water Dragon Evo, and considering that this one came out in the 2023 core wave instead of the 2022, you can see that they've made improvements, which is why it's higher on the list. There's a lot more like movement in the body there. It does look a bit straight there at the end, but there's all the different colors there. Honestly, I really like this one. This one, dragon here, looks really good. I love the head mold. All those are really good looking colors in my opinion. You've got the cool joints here, which I think they've covered up a bit more, which is nice. Interesting sort of like wing design there. Not bad, but different for sure. I love the like white streak and everything there. Honestly, that part is really what sold this one for me. I love the legs. They look super sick. The tail is actually really well done in my opinion. I feel like since everything's pretty dark, the gray doesn't really remove too much there overall. Really cool flag design. I like that. But cool. It's honestly just a really cool dragon. Putting it at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is Cole's Earth Dragon Evo. I love this one so much. There's so much detail around the neck here. Some really cool, I like the really cool, interesting, unique horn design. I really like that. The head mold and everything is super sick. I do feel like the legs could have a bit more articulation. They feel a bit tensed up, to be honest, but overall they do look pretty good. I really like them. The body honestly looks really good. A lot of movement in the body. I really like that. The tail, with the use of the same pieces as the horn, honestly looks really good as well, and it can still move a lot, which is good. The legs are a bit small here, but for a rocky sort of like dragon here, it looks pretty good. The saddle's a bit weird. That's an interesting saddle design, but overall not bad. It does do the same thing that Jay's Thunder Dragon does. It has the arms on the, it has the wings on the arms. But honestly, I think they execute it a bit better here, in my opinion. But overall, well, there's a hair. Can I get rid of that? Whatever. Honestly, it honestly is just a really good looking dragon, and it is just overall really awesome. Putting it at number 3. Putting it at number 3. At number 2, we have Zayn's Ice Dragon Creature. Now, choosing between this guy and Lloyd's Lloyd's Legendary Dragon was a really tough decision, but I ended up on putting this one at number 2. Now, if you've watched my previous videos, you know why this piece is different than in the normal set. You can't even see it, but it's different because it was the Fuji Dove mock. If you want to go see how that went down, go watch the Fuji Dove and Ultraviolet Evo Mechs video. Really good video in my opinion. You should go check it out. But honestly, this is such a detailed dragon. This was such a tough decision. But one of the things that really just didn't sell me on it were I feel like the wings just don't really work with the dragon too well. Like, if it's an ice dragon, like, why is there so much gold on it? I mean, the golden horns here are a really nice touch. I really like those. And the legs are so detailed, so many points of articulation, really awesome. But the two things that really sold it for me were the where the wings. Like, there's just so much gold there when everything else is completely like iced. Like, that just doesn't feel right. And then those are just shards. Like, I don't feel like there is like any white there to help out with making it nice dragon. And it's not even like an actual like sort of wings even. Like, it's more just it's just like some little stick things for wings. And then the other thing, since it's an ice dragon creature, it has 3 legs instead of 2. But the problem is, these 3 legs, I've tried everything, but they do not reach the ground. They do not reach the ground. See, it can, like, the toes can reach, but it can't get flat-footed on the ground. It can't do it, and it just really annoys me when I'm looking at it. So those 2 things there really made me put it at number 2, but don't get me wrong, this dragon is beautiful. Putting this bad boy, the 2 move, at number 2. At number 1 is Lloyd's Legendary Dragon. Oh my goodness, I love this thing so much. It is such an awesome dragon. The head, it takes the use of the jaw piece and makes it the top piece for this dragon, which I think is just such an interesting detail. The stickers are also really well done in this set, look really cool. Add some really cool details, and the mix of dark blue and green really adds for an interesting new type of like mix of colors for a dragon that I think works really well. It also is like the only Ninjago core dragon that has the teeth painted white. All of the other ones, nope. And this one, I mean, well, it's already white, so I mean, do with that what you will. And then the other teeth are genuinely ice shards. I mean, that kind of makes sense though. But this one, that is perfect. It even has a little tongue. That is awesome. Okay, and then it's got these like the little wings here that are like made of like this fabric instead of the plastic or, you know, no wings, just these shard things. And honestly, this like gets a lot of less dust, which I think is super sick. And then you of course have this here. Push it up, you push it up, and the wings go forward. It's so hard doing this with one hand. But yep, that is a really cool play feature right there. As you go to the back, let's move those wings up. As you go to the back, you've got these really well done legs here. The toes. These are super sick. These legs are really cool. I forgot these. These legs are really cool. A lot of points of articulation here, in my opinion. One thing that I find interesting with Lloyd dragons is you can see here, these two are normal, but this one is flipped the other way. And then if you go to the crystallized, set, Lloyd Golden Ultra Dragon, it's got the same thing going on. Conspiracy theory. Let me know in the comments below what you think is going on there. Back to the dragon. The head is super sick. It's got these really cool sort of horn things there, which I think look really awesome. The blue and green on the legs especially look super sick. The belly of the beast there looks awesome, super smooth, super great. You've got the blue there. You can see it looks really good. And then you got the tail, which I feel like these clip pieces being there instead of something else is a bit weird, but not bad. And then it's got the super giant sword there on the back, and it's a really poseable back tail there. Overall, this dragon is #1. It is amazing. Putting this guy at #1. Well, there you go, guys. That is my ranking for the 6 Ninjago Core Wave Dragons. If you agree or disagree, tell me in the comments below, and tell me if you disagree how you would rank them. Other than that, guys, that is just going to about be it for this video, so I hope you all have an absolutely amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!